How would you like to grow your Instagram with not only followers, but actual buyers? Okay. In this video, I'm going to walk you through my reverse organic Instagram strategy. Now, this has been my secret sauce to growing my Instagram with not only followers, but an audience of buyers. Okay. And see, a lot of people lately have been obsessed with the amount of followers that I have. I probably should say that I don't have, because that seems to be the conversation. Laurel, if you are so good, why don't you have hundreds of thousands of followers like a lot of influencers do? Well, here's the thing. One, I don't buy my followers, and not saying that all influencers buy their followers, but you can tell that a lot of influencers out there have paid money for their followers, because you can tell by the ratio, right? You know how to tell whether someone has bought followers or is growing organically. You'll be able to see by the ratio, right? We all know that one person who has hundreds of thousands of followers, and then every time they post, there's like 10 likes on it, right? And so one of the things that I've been able to do is grow my Instagram with people who are actually going to buy and engage with all of my stuff. Okay. So I'm actually going to walk you through step by step. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the step-by-step game plan of what I'm actually executing, so you could see it from a 30,000-foot view. But then what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to get inside the ads manager so that you could actually see the ads. As a matter of fact, I just finished shooting one of the ads. And so I figured I would turn on my camera and just kind of give you guys an over the shoulder as I'm actually doing the strategy. Does that sound good? Well, I know that there's a couple of you guys who don't know me. Hello, my name is Laurel Portie. I'm the owner of adcoachingfor7.com, where I have now taught over 11,000 business owners how to run and launch $5 and $2 ads in order to grow their business. I myself grew my business to over $2 million with less than $100,000 in ad spend, which is pretty darn good if you ask me. And if you want to know how to do that, hit subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet. But anyway, we're going to get right into it, because I know you guys want to see, how does this reverse Instagram strategy work? Okay. So I'm going to actually draw this out really quickly. Okay. So there are two campaigns that I run to cold traffic. Okay. Now I run this on Instagram, and I also run this on Facebook. I also run this on YouTube. But here's what I do. Okay. The first type of ad that I run is a power content video ad. Okay. So these are for video views, and I'm going to run these at $5 a day. Okay. That's the first campaign. The second campaign is my offer ads for my $7 program. Okay. Now, from this, I am going to create an audience of people who have clicked on my $7 program, but have not bought. I'm also going to create an audience for my power content of those people who are watching 25% or more. Now, power content videos are 3 to 5 minutes for those of you guys who aren't familiar with it. Super important that they're 3 to 5 minutes, because I want to retarget people who are actually engaged with my content, not just stop the scroll on it, but actually engaged, right? And so these are two of my most engaged audiences that I'm pulling from cold traffic. These people here are watching my content, and these people, they clicked to buy my $7 offer, but they might be skeptical. There's a lot of different reasons as to why they didn't actually buy. And so I'm going to take the people who've watched 25% or more of that video and the people who have clicked, and I'm going to build my warm stack from these two audiences. Okay. Here's where the reverse organic Instagram strategy comes in, and listen carefully, because this is a very powerful strategy if you execute it. And by the way, I run these for $1 and $2 a day. Okay. So here's what I do. I take this warm stack audience and I run it to a 60-second video. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you what that video looks like, because I just shot it. I just put it on my phone, and I'm going to actually play it here for you. So here's what this is. Hi there, it's me, Laurel Portie, you know, the $7 ads girl. and I saw that you were checking out my $7 a month ads program, but you haven't quite moved forward yet. And I get it, you're skeptical, because what kind of value could possibly be inside that $7 a month ads program? Well, here's the deal. Click the link below and follow me just for a couple of days right here on Instagram, because I will prove to you that I not only know my stuff, but I am behind the screen waiting to actually help you. You see, people don't pay for information inside my $7 program. They can get it for free. What they're paying for are the 2 Zoom coaching calls that I do every month, plus the weekly Q&A to ensure that you're moving forward. But what I want you to do is just click the link below and follow me for a couple of days, and I guarantee you will be sold that I am the real deal. So click the link below, and I'll see you in my newsfeed. So you could actually tell I actually kind of messed up in that video, but I don't care. It's authentic, right? That actually adds. I think a lot of you guys are so afraid of messing up on these videos, but really, it actually makes us look more authentic. So if I go back here, so that's the first video. So this is going to be video number 1. I'm going to run it as a Reels ad, and I am going to put the link for them to follow me. Okay, so this is going to the warm stack. Now, what I'm going to do is for my warm audience, I am going to do a value post. I'm going to take one of my value posts and I'm going to put it as ad number 2, but I'm only going to run this to my people who have already started following me on Instagram. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a value post number 3. I'm going to do a value post number 4. And then I am going to actually do an offer ad. So I'm going to actually pitch them the $7 program again. Okay. So just so you guys know, this first one is going to be ran to my warm stack, but I'm going to actually exclude the people who follow me or have engaged with my Instagram profile. Okay. And then the rest of these are just going to go to my Instagram engagement. And so what this is going to do, this is actually going to nurture people into not only continuously following me, but also nurture them into this offer. And so this is a neat little sequence that I like to run. Like I said, I run this one at $2 a day, this first one, and then these, I run them all at $1 a day. And so you can kind of see it kind of fits my power content strategy right here, right? Where I am asking them to follow me, and then I'm giving them 3 pieces of value content. And then on the 5th ad, I'm actually trying to get them to buy or take me up on some type of offer. And so I'm actually going to, and what I'm going to do here is I am actually going to click create. And what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to choose an objective that a lot of people don't really choose. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to choose awareness. Okay. And I'll kind of walk you guys through why I choose this here as I'm going through. So I am actually going to name this LP, and then I'm going to say middle of funnel, reverse, organic, IG. Okay. I'm actually going to do this 2023 so that I know this is my new one. And I'm not going to change anything on this screen right here. I am going to go to the ad set level, and I am going to do warm stack, and I'm going to say exclude IG. And this is going to be the Reels follow ad. Now, what I'm going to do is I want to make sure that I am choosing my page, not one of my clients' pages. And you're going to see here that it's going to allow you to choose maximize reach, which is going to try to show your ads to as many people as possible. You could do maximize number of impressions, which is, it'll impressions. So the difference between reach and impressions, reach is going to try to reach as many people as possible, which is what I want. Impressions means it's going to show it to the same people multiple times. And so what I want to do is maximize the reach of the ads because I want to reach as many people in my audience as possible. I'm going to set my daily budget at $2 on this. I'm not going to set an end date. I'm gonna choose just United States. We're going to keep it simple. Now, right here, I'm going to want to switch to the the old type of audience. I forget what it already said. And what I'm going to do here is I want the pixel audience and also my power content for that have watched 225% or more. And I'm going to uncheck this reach. And I'm not going to put any detail targeting because I only want to target these people. Now, what I am going to do is I'm going to exclude my Instagram engagement for the past 365 days because I only want this follow ad to go to people who aren't following me or have never ever visited my Instagram profile in the last 365 days. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show more under the placements, and I'm going to go to placement control, and I'm going to uncheck the audience network, and I'm going to switch to manual placements. Even though Facebook says it's not recommended, I always break the rules because I'm a rebel. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to uncheck anything that's not Instagram. And what I'm going to do is I am going to keep it in Instagram Reels, because that's the placement, and I'm going to uncheck the feed. So I'm only going to want it in Reels. So I just want all of the Reels placements to go. So there we go, stories and Reels. Let's see. And then I am going to go into new awareness. I'm going to hit the preview. And like I said, I'm doing this for myself right now. I'm not giving like a demo. Like I'm actually placing my ads as I'm talking you guys through this. So this is a Reels follow ad. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the ad because I just shot it. So I'm going to add the video. And it's going to upload. There we go. And I'm going to hit next, and I'm going to hit cancel. And it is going to say to deliver ads, Reels. It's actually uploading. So we're just going to give it here. We're going to give it a minute. While that's uploading, I am going to oops, I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to add a destination. And I am going to send people to a website. And I'm going to do my Instagram profile link, which is instagram.com/the Laurel Show. And then you're going to see on here, it is actually going to pop up with the video as soon as it finishes uploading. I'm actually going to do the watch more button. And you can see here, it started playing already. It says ads on Instagram Reels. Let me go and undo that. It's not liking the in-stream thing. Not sure why. See, I don't even know things. I'm like, okay, cool. That doesn't work. I'm just going to uncheck that, get rid of that error. So it's just going to run on Instagram Reels and not there we go. That looks beautiful. And that is it. That is all I am going to do. Making sure everything looks good. And then all I'm going to do is I am going to hit publish. Cool. Now that is ad number 1. So the only difference that I'm going to do with the other ones is, so this is going to be the follow one, right? So if I go back here, now I do this red, we've done that one. So now we have this one to do, this one to do, this one to do, and this one to do, okay? So I'm going to go back into my ads manager. The other ones are much easier because I don't have to upload anything because everything else that I'm going to use is already going to be there, okay? So that's the follow ad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this. Now this one, I am going to include Instagram, right? Because I want to nurture the people who are following me. And so I'm going to do everything the same, except I am going to use $1 here. And I am going to not exclude Instagram. This time, I am actually going to include my engagement. Now, what I could do is I could do engagement for 90 days. That's going to ensure that I get more of the newer people. And so I think I'm going to actually do it that way. I'm going to do Instagram 90 days. And I am going to leave the placements. Well, no, because you know what? I'm not going to leave the placements because the other ones I think I want in the news feed. So see, I'm talking myself through this as I'm doing this. And so what I'm going to do is the next one, I'm actually going to choose the Instagram feed versus the Reels. And I'm going to choose one of my newsfeed posts. And so I'm going to go here. And I'm going to, so this one's going to be value post. And I'll say value post number 1. And what I'm going to do here is this is where I'm going to use existing. I'm going to select a post and I'm going to go to Instagram. And I'm going to select one of my value posts that I've done in the last couple of days. I like this one. If you're asking yourself, this one, yes. So this one is, oh yeah, this is my offer one where I'm drawing on the iPad, just kind of like what I'm doing here. And so I'm going to actually let this one go. And I hate doing ads sometime on an iPad because sometimes it doesn't, but I'm going to just hit publish. See how fast that was? You can see now it's got my 2 ad sets, right? One is the follow ad that's excluding, right? And then I've got my next one that is including Instagram, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this one again. Oops, duplicate. And I'm not going to change anything because I don't want to change. I'm still doing including Instagram, so I don't have to change this. This one I'm going to do value post number 2. So I'm going to go and choose another value post. And so I'm going to put on ad preview. And just so you guys know, none of these have a call to action. These are just value posts that look organic in the newsfeed. So there, I've got my value post number 2. I don't have to change anything again. Ugh. So hard doing ads on an iPad. Where's the publish button? Now we're going to go and duplicate it one more time. Now this time what I'm going to do, I think I want to run a Reels ad. I want to run a Reel. So I'm going to actually do Reels value post. And so I'm going to just have to go and change my placements here. So I'm going to show more options and I'm going to do placement controls against Facebook's wishes. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to do Instagram Reels and I'm going to uncheck the Instagram feed. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to select one of my Instagram Reels. And so I'm going to do existing post. I'm going to change my post and I'm going to go there. And I'm going to choose this one. You're insane if you're not running this $5 ad. I think that would be cool. And so this one's going to be value post number 3, Reels ad. And again, this is not going to have a call to action. It's going to automatically put a send message button. And I don't want the button on there. Like, I don't want it. I just want it to be value. So let me actually check those other posts to make sure it didn't add a button. Okay, good. That one doesn't have a button. The only one, oops, see, it added a button here. I don't like that. So I am going to make sure that we do not have a button on that. And then I'm going to resubmit. I'm going to republish that. The only 2 that we want to have buttons are on this first one for them to follow, right? So we had the watch more for them to follow me, right? So we put the link to the Instagram. This last one that we're going to do is going to be an ad for them to buy my $7 program. So this one's going to be an offer post. So I'm going to duplicate this. It's going to go to the same audience though, duplicate, except I'm going to exclude buyers on this one. So what I'm going to do is warm stack. And I am going to do offer ad, exclude buyers. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down here And I'm going to exclude bought $7 program in the last 180 days. And then this one, I am going to go and I'm going to choose one of my posts that actually has a $7 plug. I can go into, so if I go use existing post, I could actually go and grab one of my Instagram ads. Let's see if it'll let me do it. I can do this. I can do by ads post. So if I do here, it'll actually show some of the ads that I've ran on Facebook. So if you know what, I'm just going to build this from scratch. And so I am actually going to, create an ad just so that you guys can see. So this is going to be an offer ad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add media. I'm going to add a video. Let's see, one of my videos. Yeah, I'm going to select one of my Swipe My 7-Figure Content Framework. I like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a destination and it says learn more. And I'm going to put my website, add coaching for 7.com. And then you're going to see here, it is going to have the learn more button. And my primary text. This is the content framework I teach my students inside my $7 program. Ready to join us yet? And then you can see here, it actually put the text down there. And so now I've got all of these ads that I am going to publish. And so now you literally just watched me from start to finish place these ads. And so if I do this, you're going to see that I've got, so we'll knock this one off of our list. So we've done that, and that. And you can see we've got the follow ad. We've got the 2 newsfeed value posts, and we've got the Reels value post, and then we've got the offer ad here. So this is what my ad set looks like. And then we only have one ad underneath each ad set. So all of these are in queue. Let me make sure that I've placed them all. And then now all I have to do is wait for Facebook to review these things, and that's my reverse organic strategy. Hopefully you guys got a lot of value out of that. If you haven't subscribed to my channel or given me some love on this video, why the heck not? Go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.